Let's get straight to it. Yeah, we back with a second video for the day. You know what I'm saying? Solo dolo in the red polo. Let's get straight into it, dog. We for this video, I want to talk about how in life you will always find constant realizations or like constant improvements on literally everything. And I've noticed that in like almost every single category of my life. Like starting off with the easiest one, like in school, I study architecture, and I feel like that is probably like the best example that goes with what I'm about to talk about, because in architecture, like you start out with an idea, like you scope out the area, you take notes of every little thing, the details, the textures, the materials, all the little things that make a setting so nice and so aesthetically pleasing. And what I've noticed is that these past couple projects I've been working on in school, like, we'll always have that original idea, and we'll get so hung up on it. We'll be like, okay, this is the best thing. I'm just gonna work off of this. And then as you go down the road, you realize that like, oh, to be honest, like I don't really like that idea no more. Like after I've been out there in the world and I've done more studying and did more research on the project, it's like, oh, like let me try this instead. Like this original idea, like let's just scrap that and let's just do this. Or if not even scrap that, we'll just take little bits and pieces, take pages from this book and put it into this one. And that right there is like, you can use that for literally everything in your life, dog. And I say that, the reason why I say that is to like help you understand, to not get so hung up on what it could have been or how you should have done this. Because I've noticed a lot of people, the reason why we don't take action is because we're too busy worrying about in here, like, okay, how can I do this in the perfect way possible? Because, you know what I'm saying, we fear the idea of failing. Like who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? And to make sure that doesn't happen, we spend way too much time in here thinking like, okay, like what is the best possible way I can execute this? Because let's be honest, nobody's in the mood to be taking more steps backwards than they do forwards. And it's like, that is a perfectly fine feeling. It's okay. Like no one likes taking 2 steps backwards before you take your first step forward. But you gotta understand, dog, I've been talking about this in other videos, like you're gonna find yourself taking a lot more L's than W's, and that's in every single thing. Back to the architecture thing, I'm talking to my professor twice a week. Every time I thought, yo, this is the illest idea I've ever created, like there's no way, like this could happen, this could be an actual project that they do. And I'll go meet with him, and he'll be like, you know what, like I'm not really rocking with this, like let's get rid of this, let's add these, and blah blah blah. So then I always found myself like really, bro, like I spent all this time doing that, and it didn't go out the way I wanted to. And it's like, it is what it is. I'm not tripping. Like that's just how life is. But I give that example for architecture because that was happening to me so frequently, especially in this last semester. It was like every other day I had to come up with new ideas, and then it didn't meet the requirements, or didn't meet like the ideas that other people had. So I had to like take a couple steps back. We're like, okay, let me, he didn't like A, B, and C. Let me get rid of A, let me fix B, and then kind of add more stuff to C, and let's see what that looks like. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's how you keep on improving. And you have no idea, like that idea, that mindset right there, or like that, like, that process, is like that is the beauty of it. Like that will help you in so many other categories in life. When you really adapt that mindset of not getting hung up on what it could have been, or oh, it could have did like this, or it could have did like that. It's like you gotta like be able to let go in a way. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like you cannot be so hung up on the things that, on how it could have went, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because it's like it's holding you back on what you really could actually make. And even just like in the gym. Obviously, I've been in the gym for about 3 years, and the stuff I've been learning within the last 2 years, I'm like, man, like I wish I just did that my first year and I would look a lot more different. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been putting in work, so let's not get crazy talking about, oh, blah, blah, blah. I've been putting in work. It don't look like it, but I don't care. But like, compared to what I looked like back in COVID, when I was getting ready to graduate high school, and COVID was like, nah, buddy. Like, man, like serious improvements. But I wish I had like adopted these mindsets, these ideas, blah, 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 way back then. Because like I would have been a completely different person. But that's what I'm like, the point of this video is to be like, stop doing that. Like you can only you can only just appreciate like the point you're at now, and that like you at least that you got that mindset. Like it sucks that I didn't get these ideas for the gym and like back to the architecture examples. It sucks I didn't have the ideas I have currently back then, but at least I like it's a better late than never type of situation. That's like the best way I can explain it. And it's like dude, like you really got to understand the beauty of that thing too. Like I keep saying, like you really got to understand the beauty of when you have ideas and it doesn't go out the way you want it to, but sooner or later you find a way to make something that you like a lot more in the end. Like that is the beauty of it, being able to understand that, like being able to understand that like I said earlier, you're gonna take way more L's than you do W's, but regardless of what happens in the end, you're gonna be like, oh my God, you're gonna be that person who says, wow, this is like this is, I really enjoy this. Like I really like how this turned out, if that makes sense. And like, yeah, dog, I keep saying, like, I'm trying to like, I'm trying to fix that. But yeah, this is just something I was just thinking of right now. And it's like, it's when you realize that this idea is adopted in every single category in life, it makes it so much easier to understand that it is what it is. It's all about just doing it. You can't get so stressed about what's going to happen. What happens if I don't do this? What happens if I do this? You just got to do it. Like I say that so unironically. You would think I was sponsored by Nike by the amount of times I say, like, you just got to do it, dog. And I've definitely understood that mindset making these YouTube videos. Like obviously I was looking back at one of my videos where I talked about not taking everything personal, and like I was rewatching it with one of the homies. I put on one of the homies. I was like, yo, I had a YouTube channel and we was going through it from start to finish, and I realized that I was kind of rambling a little bit, and I wasn't necessarily upset. I was like, man, I really wanted that topic I was talking about to really hit. Like I want people to really watch that video like, okay, like I understand what he's saying, and I really want to like apply that to my life. But there were moments I was rewatching the video with it, and I was thinking to myself that, man, like I was doing too much. Like I didn't like, I'm rewatching, like, oh, I kind of don't even like that video. I wanted to delete it, but I'm definitely not going to delete it. But he was also giving me tips on like how to make it come out smoother and seem just as authentic, and stay on topic and concise and straight to the point and easy to comprehend. So, and that goes back to the main point of this video, like understanding like it is what it is. So I'm gonna take those ideas and then bring it into the next videos. And another thing I just realized that I say like every 2 sentences. So like that's just something that's gonna be fixed. Like I'm not deleting any of these videos. I'm just gonna like see how see how far I've come with these videos. So it's gonna take a minute, and I'm not really tripping on trying to make these videos like perfect, like the whole like picture perfect scene. I just want the message to get out there and hope people understand what I'm trying to say. So it is what it is. If I say like one more time, I do not care. Like, literally, I do not care. Eventually, sooner or later, hopefully sooner, I'll get that out of there, and we're gonna keep the ball rolling. We're gonna keep doing these. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but I do not care. I do not care. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this one as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go like shower and get my face right. Looking real homeless right now, but yeah. And for the people who do subscribe, like my homies back at work, if y'all messing with it, you know what I'm saying, like it. If you got any comments, any more tips to help me get better at communicating and getting the message off more smoother so people understand it, go right on ahead. Be as harsh as you need to, dog, because we going out there. We getting up. So let me know. I'm going.